Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here at FTG Full Tilt Gaming, and thanks for joining us today. Hope you guys are doing well. We've got a brand new video. This one's going to be a pretty in-depth for you guys that love seeing these build drive videos. We're going to kind of do a few things with this, kind of speed some things up in the process, so don't feel like you got to sit here and watch me click through a bunch of nodes. We are going to time-lapse some of this just so you can get an idea of how many parts there are, and then obviously you'll be able to see our end design, and also we'll even pull a little quick load out of I think we're in Reno. Anyway, we'll pull a quick load out of here, let you see the truck in action, hear it in action, and hear what and see what you can do with this truck. So we have the Dom's 379, Dom's Chrome and Diesel Shop. This is his 379 Peterbilt. It's a beautiful truck. Obviously, now right now it's pretty it's pretty bland right now, but we are going to do some really cool things with this. I would call this Purple Rain, but I think that's already been covered by one of our other guys out there, and that's a shout out to my buddy Kels, because we got to name the truck. Whenever we design it, we got to name it. So I don't know what this will be. It's going to be a pusher axle, so maybe we'll call this the Purple Pusher. I don't know. Maybe that just didn't sound right. I don't know. Maybe it didn't. I didn't have the same ring to it. But anyway, all right, let's look into this. Now, I will set this up very quickly and tell you guys that regardless, especially if it's the first time you're ever seeing me or seeing this video and you clicked on it because you saw the truck was like, oh my God, I got to have it. This is a payware truck. I'm not interested in getting into debates inside of the comments about whether or not you feel that it's right or wrong. You have the decision whether or not to pay for it. So if you don't want it, then don't pay for it. If you do want it and you're willing to pay money for it, then yes, this is it. $45, I think is what it is. We originally bought this truck in for $40, I think. Or it may still be $40. Don't completely quote me on that. Well, this is an update for us. So we've got a huge update in this truck, which we got so much added on this. I mean, this dude's been working. So if you're just seeing this truck for the first time, it may be a little bit of a sticker shock to you, but take into account the fact that you will get other updates with this truck as it's going on, and also more content upgrades and updates with this truck as well. So it's really, really good. If you are completely unaware of how this stuff works and like, well, how do I buy it? All you need to do is go to the link in the description, and that will send you to Dom's Chrome and Diesel. All you need to do is send them a message and say, hey, my name is whatever, saw it on FTG's video. I really want to pick up this 379 and give this thing a whirl. They'll send you a PayPal link. You pay. They send you all the links and share those with you via your email that your PayPal's associated with, which should be a Gmail account. I will go in and tell you that if you don't have one, get Gmail. It'll make your life easier, especially when it comes to this. And they'll share all of the updates and all of the extra files, template files, and all the stuff that they do through that Google Drive folder that you will become a part of. So thumbs up there. So let's go ahead. Let's get to building. I'm going to show you real quick here a few things. I'm going to break down the interior a little bit, so we'll come back to the interior. We're going to put some lights. We are using Chaos Shadow Walker's light pack with this. 90% of this truck already works, which is really, really nice. There are a few places where the lights don't come through. I'm not exactly sure if that's something the OpenDef can fix or if that's just it's not going to work there. Doesn't matter. It's still going to be an awesome build truck. We'll show you the engines. He does comes with everything you see here with the Peterbilt stuff. I'm not sure exactly if these engines are Creech's. My assumption would be that they are because they do match his, but you can see also that we have all Zeemods in here as well. So we're actually going to run his newest one, that 37. We're going to run the 3176, sorry. Let's run a 3176. We'll go ahead and get that up. We're also going to go ahead and grab in and feature our 13 speed. We'll do a 355 front on that. Cabs on this, is, as you can tell, have been definitely upgraded. We used to only have the 70-inch with like a 305 rake chassis. Now we can actually do flat tops. You can do, and I like this chrome box in the back. I like this thing. You can actually do a bunch of crazy stuff, and I wanted to point this out. I'm not going to design the truck today that way, but you can do all of these nodes, pick up something different. So you can do polished chrome on a little bit of something different. So the handles get it, then you can just keep running up the list, and then whatever gets paint, you can polish. And I was like, you know what? I actually think that's a really, really, really cool idea to kind of give you some difference on that, some different texture when not everything's the same. But for today's video, we're going to do the flat top. And then on the axles, and this is basically where I'm going to stop talking, because the rest of it's just going to be seeing me build up and go through all the options of stuff that you have. We have got a slew of axles, as you can see here on our left. I have not gone through and counted them, but you'll notice that pretty much everything gets a regular standard. It gets a lift. You might find a lowered, or you'll find a rake. The longer ones have a rake in the front, like this 305. It's got a rake in the front, which basically means the front tire's on the ground. The rest of them are standard. Then the lift is a lifted front end, 305 regular height. So depending on what you want in this, you can definitely fix it up however you want. So we're actually going to do a pusher because I just, for whatever reason, I'm liking it on this one. And I'm going to do a pusher low, which is going to set the whole entire thing a little bit lower to the ground than normal. So that's where we're going to stay there. And for that, we've got engine, we've got transmission done. I'm going to come back on the interior, show you that. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and let's start breaking down. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. I am going to go ahead and start and tell you about our paints. I get questions a lot about how to, and I'm going to do a little separate video on this and kind of showcase a couple of different colors, put some color combos together. If you guys want to learn how to do this, the easiest way, we're going to do a purple on this. And so I'm going to get into the purple range, and then I'm going to start with a somewhat, always take your third color, black it out for this part, because you don't want the metallics to get in the way. So we're going to do a purple, and then we're going to do another purple, and I'm going to save it. So let's go over here to a swatch, and let's just save it so I can have an easy come back to that one. So we'll start here with the same color as our secondary, and sometimes I might need to move this up a little bit. Just depends. I don't want blue, but I don't want like a pinkish purple. So see if we can find some neutral ground in there. All right, so the first one I typically do is I do a little bit lighter on the first color. The second color is darker. Now you may say, well, why do you do it that way? Well, mainly because it puts shadows on the paint at the right spot. If you flip these and put the darker one on the bottom and then the lighter one on top, you wind up having this weird, to me it feels weird looking at it, even out in the sun, because you have this almost like hue that radiates off of this on every flat panel, and then the rest of them are super dark. So I usually flip these, and it usually winds up being a much better result, especially when you start adding metallics to it. So you may find as you get darker, you don't really space the colors out that much. That's totally fine. So anyway, that's kind of the color we're going to set in. We may adjust that some, but that's kind of where we're going to sit. I don't want to sit too purpley, but here's the part that's really cool. This paint has got some really nice curves on this truck. So we're going to actually put this into almost the pink realm, but we're going to keep it in the purple. And then you'll see how this really dances off of this dark paint there, and really looks good. So anyway, that's kind of where we're going to keep this. We're not going to quite go into the pink, and it might even be that I get a bright purple in there. Yeah, let's leave it right there. So anyway, that's where we're going to stay. If you just want this to be like a super wet glossy, take this third color, black it out, and then it looks super glossy compared to what your regular custom color singles over here is going to be. So we'll drop this back up there, and if we got to adjust it, fine. If not, it'll be good where it's at. So anyway, enjoy the build. We'll come back. I'm going to explain the interior. Also, there'll be chapters in this, so if you guys want to go ahead and skip to some of that, kind of see our final build, you will see that here in the description. Just click on the timestamp. It'll take you straight there. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's hop into the cab because here is the beautiful part. I love this. So as you're looking around at this, you think, well, it's pretty plain. I don't really know if there's anything super special up there. Gee, well, that's because we haven't started clicking yet. Here's the cool part. Inside of this, you have all of the needles, so you can decide what needle color you want to do based on the outside. If you're doing the outside, there's no rhyme or reason to how you create this. Just know that you can do some pretty swanky stuff with this. Oranges are the norm. Your reds are pretty normal to have red gauge needles and orange gauge needles. Most of them would have orange. I believe they would have red needles and orange lights inside the orange backlights. We're going to do a purple gauge because we've got a purple truck. And then let's click this wonderful accessories over here. So here's what we've got. Got all the same standard dash stuff. You can also do your little louvers, your air conditioner louvers over here. Also, you can do the dash right here inside of your door panels. So you can do these wood swirl. Looking at the dash here, you can do wood swirl. You got paint, Damascus chrome, which is kind of like that, broken up, almost like heat treated. Then you've got regular chrome, carbon fiber texture, and then burl wood texture. For that old classic burl wood on these, we are obviously going to do it paint. And then inside of this is where you can have fun. Now, steering wheel wise, we're going to throw the Dom's Custom paint on here. He's done his own set of wheels on this, but it's also compatible with everything else. So if you want to run some of these other wheels from some of these other packs, it's fine. It'll look just great. The SEI wheels are pretty cool. They look good with this. Obviously you've got a couple different, variations on that, whether you want to do the single pinion and do a little more of a newer school look, whatever, doesn't matter. All I know is that these are actually pretty cool too, depending on what look you're going for. These 18-inch wheels are like huge in this truck, so that might be a little much, but nonetheless, they're still pretty cool. I like them. But anyway, we're going to go back and use all his stuff. So he's got that. He also has black leather, black quilted leather. He's got this custom, the blackish wood kind of look here. Got black leather. He's got this random, this is like the random Peterbilt newer school, kind of half new school. It's not really new school. It's kind of the, I don't even know what you call that. It's like the 4-spoke, I don't know, old school modern wheel. How about that? That's the only description I come with. All right, so let's do custom paint. Now, the gauge is like, dude, it ain't got no, what the heck is this? This is garbage. All right, here's where the cool stuff happens. Now, this takes creativity. And for those guys that are like, man, I would never play this money for a game. It's this much twice what the game cost. All right, well, here's where the real modders shine, is stuff like this. You can choose whether or not you want black face gauges backgrounds or whether or not you want white face gauges. Inside of this interior, you can then decide what you want to do on these, purple backlights or just purple. Now, let me explain how that works. If you want to do a black gauge, the black gauge allows you to see this really well. If you do the purple black light, or the backlight, sorry, not the black light. If you do the purple backlight, then that means that everything during the day will be white. And then once you flip on your parking lights or any headlights or whatnot, then it will turn over and it will go back to a purplish look. So it'll be backlit with a purple light inside of a black gauge. So if we do chrome, it's fine. I'm actually going to do paint. I don't usually normally do this, but I love this purple in here. Is really looking snazzy. So we're also going to add, oh, hang on, we got to add all of this stuff too. Goodness gracious, we got great stuff here. We also got this Cobra. We're going to do the Cobra panel purple right there. That's right. We got that, yes. Okay. We're going to add the purple there. So there's that. Oh, and then we need to add this down here, add our floor in. We've got a shifter here that we can do. And then this one has basically everything. Same panel texture, so whatever you put on your dash, except for the paint. You don't have a painted one, but you can pick whatever you want here on this particular side of things. So pretty cool nonetheless. All right, so let's figure it out. Now, I'm not really too keen on the black just because I feel like it's too dark. So what I'm going to do is we're going to switch and do white face gauges, and then we're going to do purple all through. So we'll have purple this, we'll have purple numbers, then we turn the lights on, it'll be even more purple. A little bit purple nurple. So we got ash there, we got the custom stuff set there. Yes, all right, seats. Pretty cool on the seats. You can do color match, but it's like a really shiny paint version, which is kind of weird. I'm sure that gets hot and sweaty in the summer. All right, so gray leather. It's got Italian leather, which is pretty slick. You can match that with the steering wheel as well. For the guys that want the old school look there, paisley seat inserts, then you can do that with Italian leather or just the regular leather. I think we'll actually do, gosh, I'm almost tempted just to do the black leather. Yeah, let's do black leather with black. This build is definitely screaming that more. All right, so we've got that. All right, so I think this is it. So let's go ahead and let's look around and make sure that I've got everything. There's these two. There's nothing in the back that you can do. I've got our panels, white face, purple, that, yes. Okay, all right. So on the outside, purple frames here. We got all of our lights. They're all match. Got our side bullet light signals in here. We've got red there. We've got horns. All the wheels look good. Backlets wood. We got the reverse. All right. All right, so I tell you what, let's go ahead and let's do this thing. Let's confirm, and then we'll go ahead and buy this, and then we'll be back here. We'll take us a small little trip with a flatbed. I know we've got the pusher on here, but we're not going to do anything super heavy haul just to cut down on time, and that way you guys can see a slick trailer with it. I'll match it, and then we'll be right back. We'll do a little trip around the old Reno around here. So anyway, you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is one of my favorites. It always has been. We don't have a lot of 379s, so this and actually being a formidable 379 model and everything that goes into the interior, that's probably one of my favorite interiors in all of trucking. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to hit that bell and be notified here when we're either uploading new video content here from American Truck Sim, or whether or not we are actually live. So come in and say, hey, love to meet you guys here, especially if these videos have been very helpful to you as well. Make sure you guys, just on a side note, check out the tutorials as well. And if you've known me for mostly live stream content, we are starting to put out more just kind of daily driver content that's coming out to the channel as well. So make sure you check that out. And you'll see those videos are somewhere between the 20 and 30 minute mark, like these are. It's absolutely solid videos to kind of just start the day with. Just a nice chill drives, nice chill conversation, and not a lot of hustle and bustle and things going on. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you here, hopefully here in the next video. We'll see you. Peace out.